Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the room. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going.
Here we go.
From inside the 10, here he comes.
At the 10.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
You're working with teamwork, baby. That's right.
Offense getting set for first down. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the running back.
I can't believe what I'm...
But he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
No score zone. No score zone.
Wide receiver shows motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12, and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to roll from the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in his spot.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
The pitch to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. I'm happy for making all the calls on the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys
got some room under the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of run.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open the...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it away at the 25. Offense in a bunch formation. The give to the back. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Robinson will pass on the way out. It's Beckham. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Double back with the Cats. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. Oh, they block it. Picks it up. That's a live ball. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Obliterates him, still on the move. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The give to the back. Look for your body. He's got away. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front. But they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Robinson looking to pass. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game, until the defense is able to stop it.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Trying to pound their way in. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back covered it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What a number of good job blocking.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the
stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
He's at the 30. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie for the door, baby.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout.
He's to the right and fly down the middle. And he hauls it in. Touchdown, Boston College. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and creating blocks and decent double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
No score, beat.
On third down, going up top. Pressure coming. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
And the quarterback's in the pocket and decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down mark. You can tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon, but usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down mark and get it.
BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They'll go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Robinson fires to the big touch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
You can score on these guys. Keep it together, offense. Keep it together.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
Not three. You can score on these guys.
They'll try to get it through the air. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Anderson with the carry. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6 down at the 12.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Going to work on second down in the red zone as still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving them. Right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. Finds his rhythm after shanking a couple. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. He's going to let them fly on the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get right in.
That's a nice catch, and it's a good job staying in bounds. If the quarterback would just give him a little bit more room, maybe have a little bit more space to make a play. Instead, no gain.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And it's gone for the 4th time today. They'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Bearcats. How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
In it to win it.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Robinson looking to pass. He's got him in the flat. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving.
Make some good calls, offense.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
And the defense did a really good job playing both plays. Slow playing the pass, coming up playing the run, doing a good job getting him on the ground. Now forcing the fourth down decision time.
On fourth down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Golden Eagles are on the move. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. Fires to the right out. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He'll pull it down. Oh, they make it free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Fast motion from the offense. Might as well give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. A swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. Line getting set on second down.
Time to shine, fellas.
Power football with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that one. They were all back in coverage expecting pass, and here's the running back. He breaks through the line of scrimmage, and they just didn't rally fast enough to the football. They make the tackle short of the first down marker. There's a good chance they're going to be staying on the field here on fourth down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about himself. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Give to the running back. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone.
in college football this weekend. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to Kansas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Anderson with the kick. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
On this drive, no point.
On the ground with the counter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a second down play. Complete to the left. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Robinson will throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. You wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try to take this running back away.
He'll ride his man on the option. It's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You do whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Makes his connection. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They've marched to the red zone and here they go. Behind the line, it's Anderson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
He'll take it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now facing a 3rd and long. sophomore snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Spine just tight end. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start.
And he throws another interception. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
And now this offense will take the field again. They'll leave it with it. Across the 25, he's going to go. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense is going to have more plays like that. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. The defense finally comes up with the stop and getting a little momentum.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Touchdown, Cincinnati! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job between the quarterback and tight end on that play. In this area of the field, these windows are really small, so you've got to have great timing. QB and tight end showed you right there.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up the sack.
Smashes through. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Get some points on the board.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away, trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's going to pass. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pocket starts to collect. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. Here on 3rd down.
It's not like we can freeze the defense. We got to make a play here.
Robinson looking to pass. Using his feet to buy time. He fires it out to the right. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Anderson with the carry. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up and against it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the tailback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Garbage.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
To the ground with the back. The Bearcats get it up for the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
They'll try to run. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up the call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start.
His head's picked off. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the pass. And the Bearcats will move the sticks.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Anderson with the carry. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the left. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast